the Medical Museum in Mobile, Alabama. This house was built more than 200 years ago on the outskirts of the thriving city so the family could escape the yellow fever epidemics. Today it houses more than 5,000 medical artifacts and documents, as well as human remains. There are those who believe that spiritual energy can imprint itself on objects over time. If that's the case, then surely this place must be saturated. Medical devices, family histories, and human remains. Could that leave this place haunted?
Sure. So the house is Mobile's oldest house. It's still in its original location. It was built in 1827 by Captain Benjamin Vincent, who commanded a merchant ship that traveled between New Orleans and New Orleans and Mobile. At that time, yellow fever was a huge public health crisis. There were large outbreaks every few years. Sometimes hundreds or thousands of people would die in an epidemic year, and nobody really had a firm grasp of what caused it, where it came from, or how to treat it.
So it is ironic that the family built this home to escape yellow fever, yet suffered losses due to the yellow fever, and now the place is a medical museum. Can you tell us something about the artifacts that we find here?
Yeah, so we have a very broad collection of artifacts spanning, over 300 years. Our archives even include, medical manuals from even earlier, the 17th century. We have anatomical models from the 19th century. We have human remains, skeletons and skulls, bone parts. We have a great collection of the earliest X-ray equipment from the late 19th and early 20th century. We have an amputation kit from the Civil War, actually several of them, and an iron lung that was used to treat polio in the 1930s. We are a teaching museum, so we try to be comprehensive and cover all of the major episodes of medical history.
So that being said, and knowing what we know now about the house and the artifacts inside, within the paranormal world and the fans of the paranormal, anyone associated with this field would say or would surmise that this would have to be a gold mine for residual haunting. Are there any paranormal experiences that you can share with us today?
We have had several people faint in one location in our gallery.
That's right where I'm standing.
Yeah,
too,
basically right there. And it's while I'm giving a tour, some of them have just knocked right out cold, or they feel faint and they have to leave the room. And so I've been asked the question, like, is this house haunted, a few times, and I don't give a straight answer to that question, but it does make you wonder.
When did the fainting start?
The earliest memory that I have of somebody fainting is when the chair was there.
Okay, well that's highly fascinating right there. Is there anyone here that can speak with us tonight, please? Could you make it out? Sure. What's your name?
Are you alive or dead?
Zach, are you alive or dead?
Do you know where you are?
Were you a patient?
Let me get some foot here. Okay, we moved upstairs, away from all the electromagnetic stuff downstairs. I can actually feel the difference up here. It's cooler too. It's not as hot. We hope we're able to make contact with you. Is there anyone that can hear us? Can you hear us?
Yes, I heard that clear as day.
How many of you are there?
6.
Six. Six, man's voice.